This time on Roadkill, it's our 100th episode, and we build an 11-second dodge dart.
Guaranteed.
Yes, it's gonna happen. Can't lose.
Yeah, maybe not this one. It's 100 episodes of Roadkill, and we lived!
This is incredible.
This is what our career has come to. We're outstanding in our field.
Yeah.
Remember the first episode that aired where we threw a dart at a map? Right on the Mexican border. And ever since then, fans have been saying the same thing. It's like, you guys lost the plot, you gotta go back to that.
I think they just want to see one of us lose more eyebrow fur.
Oh yeah, duct tape.
I think that's
remember
what
that.
they really want.
Yeah, but throwing a dart at a map and then somehow figuring out an episode after that is what happened then, and it's what's gonna happen now. So season 8, we've stepped up our game a little bit, and this is the dart that we will be throwing at a map. Yes, it is a 2013 Dodge Dart that is gonna go up in that 1963 very Roadkill Sikorsky chopper, and we're gonna throw this thing at a map the size of half of a football field.
Yes, and this has been ridden hard, put away wet, and no one will care when this thing goes splat.
Oh, it's gonna be so bad. Remember we went to Alaska and threw cars off a cliff? That was 300 feet.
And that was violent. Yeah. Engines fell out of those cars.
This is gonna be way higher. Wait till you see this.
I'm gonna be nowhere near this.
And Skinny Dave is back.
It's good to see him. The diet's working.
So yeah, we are dropping a Dodge Dart out of the sky, and it's gonna be incredible. But key to this, obviously, is that I didn't want to ruin a perfectly good Dodge Dart. So instead, we've got this one. This is a 2013 model, and we bought the thing off of Craigslist, and it had been stolen. It never ran, and glass is all out of it. And for the sake of like environmental concerns, we got all the fluids drained out of it and everything. We are here at Harper Dry Lake, which is an amazing place. They actually raced here in the 40s, so we actually had to get military permission to do this. But they heard what we're doing, and they're like, yes, Roadkill, 100 episodes, you're in. You ready for this?
Yes.
Let's get a safe distance away.
Yes.
Where's it gonna land? I don't know, but I'm gonna be standing way over there. Ready?
I'm following you, sir.
Here we go, the dart is up in the air. Now, here's what we didn't tell you. He's gonna bring that thing up to 1,320 feet. Yes, a quarter mile, and I'm gonna time it to see how long it takes to drop. So the thing is, the chopper pilot was not able to guarantee that he can hit the map. There's a lot of variables on like the angle of the dangle when it drops and the wind and all sorts of things like that.
As soon as I push this button and say drop the hammer, that poor dart is dead.
Wow, that is high.
Blasphemy weighs about 3,000 pounds. It will do a quarter mile in about 8.6 seconds.
Right.
What does that thing weigh?
It could weigh 10,000 pounds or 5 pounds. It'll hit the ground at the same time. Force of gravity is the same regardless of weight.
So if you drop Blasphemy and you drop that, they both hit the ground at the same time?
You drop a BB and you drop that. If they're aerodynamically the same, they'll hit at the same time. 32 feet per second acceleration.
3, 2, 1, drop the hammer.
Go! Oh! We're getting word off camera that he tried to release it and it didn't release. It got roadkilled.
Roadkill.
He's gonna have to land it and go check it and do it again.
Oh, there we go. Oh, this guy's a professional.
Wow, that was craft. So he's landed now so we can check the decoupling mechanism and fix it.
The dart didn't want to die yet.
All right, they got it fixed now, and he was going to refuel, but decided not to, because roadkill. So now we're either gonna run the chopper out of gas, or we're actually gonna throw the dart. That's up there.
Dude,
He's coming in.
this is crazy. All right, homie. I want you to throw the dart in 3, 2, 1, go. There it goes.
There it goes. It's coming. It's coming.
Oh,
Whoa.
that is nowhere near the map.
Dude. Oh, dude.
Oh! Oh! Oh my God! It's dead!
Oh.
It is totally gone, dude. It went in half.
It's 1040. Parts flew everywhere. Pancaked. It landed wheels first.
When it hit the ground, it opened like a can, dude. Like the roof just went.
Gravity is awesome.
You know what this means, right? If there's no pieces on this map, we could pretty much pick wherever we want to go. Look how flat it is. Actually, when you think about it, that's not a very big map. That's not bad. He got it close.
Dude, there's shrapnel everywhere.
Oh, look, dude, the door is where the roof should be. Gravity.
Skinny Dave is gone. You know what, though? It's not as bad as I thought compared with what we did in Alaska. Those were just as flat.
Wow.
Remember the Cherokee that just pancaked? Boom, it looked just like this.
The violence is incredible. Roadkill sticker still looks good, though.
Hood hinges still work. Oh, dude. The engine is busted in half.
Wow.
Look at that. Look how well the Roadkill decal on this side survived.
I think I found some bone.
Skinny Dave.
Oh, there's his spine. That's gross. Gonna leave that in there.
The problem is no part of this is on the map, which is way over there.
All right, finally, Hawaii. We always wanted to go Roadkill Hawaii.
This is pretty much Hawaii. It's real close. And so there you have absolute fiasco. We rented this entire dry lake bed. We got a 63 Sikorsky helicopter. We got a Dodge Dart. We threw it out. We had a map on the lake bed 75 yards wide, and we missed the map entirely. Now we hit the road. Wait till you see what we're driving.
Old reliable.
So here it is, the backyard Buick. This is really the car that started Roadkill, if you think about it.
Yeah, our first road trip.
We went to Rick Payway's backyard. His mom had bought this thing when it was like 2 or 3 years old and then abandoned it in 1978. And I think it was 2011 when you hired Clint Stringfellow, who you knew from a past life, and he shot the thing and we picked it up, dug it out of the backyard and road tripped it home.
Yeah, we fixed the floor with street signs.
Famously. Yep.
When's the last time you drove it?
Like 6 years.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, it overheated on the way here this morning.
Oh, all right. Fires right up. Woohoo!
Here's something I found out yesterday, later on in the day from looking through Instagram and stuff. That helicopter that dropped our Dart was actually the same chopper that was in that Riptide show, I guess back in the 80s or 90s or something like that. That didn't help their aim though. No, they totally missed the map. And so ultimately, we're just gonna do whatever we feel like doing, and what we feel like doing is Route 66. We're gonna be driving Route 66 here from Barstow, California, and we're on the hunt for some sort of a car and some sort of a drag strip that we can hop up and make it run whatever that thing did falling out of the sky. That's what we're gonna do. Hopefully we'll find a Dodge Dart. It makes sense, it ties the joke together, but whatever, we're Roadkill. This is our 100th episode, we can do whatever we want. And actually what we want right now is to make some of our own shade.
I'm saying this becomes our roof.
It's like a
right
fog
there,
mat.
right?
Okay.
Then, garden sprayer.
Been there before.
This becomes our moisture.
Mint.
We fill that with ice.
Yes.
And then we create the tornado of comfort.
Next level.
One on each pillar, 12-volt electric fans. We're fine. Drive
like
the desert.
Make it work.
Yes, sir.
So tape that all across the windshield. Prop this up here.
This might work, dude. I think it can go right in the center.
Here we've got some like extendable windshield squeegees, and we have zip tied through the tarp to the squeegee.
I'm all about the safety. me to refresh you.
Wow, look at this.
It's sporty looking,
It's
really.
pretty good.
It's got a good rake.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere.
Anybody starting a pool yet about how long this is gonna last?
At least 7 miles.
That's hitting my head.
Turn on the blower.
Oh, nice. I can feel that.
It oscillates. Or it just fell down a little. I'm not sure, but I'll take it.
So far, so good. It's 40-mile-an-hour proven.
It is lifting.
I told you.
It is lifting.
Yep. Why don't you give me a shot of air conditioning?
Oh, let's go. Right to the dome.
Okay, got it. Everything's going so well.
This might be our finest work.
And you wanted to go to Hawaii.
We could have done the same thing in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What was that?
Oh, no.
You had a failure.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Don't give up. Don't give up.
So I have to exit, don't I?
Oh, Route
Historic
66.
Route 66, next right. Perfect. Well, that made it less than one exit before his pole broke completely. So he's gonna tape that one together. I'm going preventative maintenance on my side. But we did turn off on historic Route 66 for the first time. It's right there. Okay, fixed.
Okay, Route 66. So this would go all the way from the ocean to what? Illinois?
I think it ends in Chicago somewhere.
And then they built I-40 and that was the end of this.
Yep.
I wonder how many other people are out today in a 66 Buick Special convertible with a homemade roof.
0.
Setting records.
I'm done with this game.
Dude.
Oh man.
For the last 6 hours, I feel like I've been back in 3rd grade getting smacked on the top of the head every time I did something wrong. I'm done with it.
Not worth it.
No mas. I'd rather have the sunburn.
Yeah, me too.
40 miles to Lake Havasu. We'll stay the night there and see what kind of trouble we can cause tomorrow. I mean, this car would be fine in Hawaii, where the Dart landed.
Just saying.
This car rules. Let's go.
Except we're in shade now.
What?
We're headed out to the sun.
All right, to Havasu. Ah, I feel like I can breathe now.
Actually, the breeze feels kind of nice.
Yeah, 40 miles to Havasu. Oh, thank you, right in my ear. Oh, it feels great. There's cars in Havasu. And there's at least one Dart, and if we don't limit ourselves to that, there's all kinds of cars in Havasu.
I have to agree, I've gotten the Buick out of my system. We can pick up something else now.
Oh, look at that Dart.
This is everything you don't want in a Dodge Dart in one package. I will call this the Dodge Drat, because it's basically everything that we didn't want, but it was the price we could afford. We ended up buying this thing sight unseen off of, I think, Facebook Marketplace from a Roadkill fan, which was super cool. This one is a 76 with a 318 in it. Let's see what we got going on. Ooh, we got headers. We have an Edelbrock Performer.
Got safety.
Oh, we got the Edelbrock carburetor.
This has to run 11s?
Yeah, the whole goal here is we wanted to take a Dodge Dart and make it as fast as a Dodge Dart falling out of a helicopter. And our video crew went in and looked at all the footage because I had screwed up the timing completely. And the number is 1140. So we have to make this thing go 1140. Does it even run? Fire it up. That's good.
This might do a burnout.
Let's check all the fluids and stuff before we throw a rod out of it.
I like it. It's got a roof.
All Finnegan cares about is the roof. Ugh, a lot of really rusty water in there.
We have a stereo but no speakers.
Needs some oil. Nah, not much, it's fine. Interestingly, the intake manifold on here is a Performer 318/360. The 318 cylinder heads have much smaller ports than the 360, so they just went ahead and sort of made them medium, so it kind of fits. So here's the worst part of this car. I mean, aside from everything you can see, it's a 318 instead of a 360. It has a 904 instead of a 727, and it has a 7 1/4 rear end. There's nothing we can do with that. One of my keys to making these fast was hopefully getting one with an 8 3/4 rear end so that we could get a center section with like 410 gears. It probably has 323s in it. So I'm thinking nitrous is the answer.
Rochambeau for who does the first burnout.
Okay. Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Season 8.
100 episodes.
It all comes together.
He dominates. Wow, it has shoulder belts. That's crazy.
Really?
Why would that happen?
76. It's a good year for safety.
Oh, it smells like Dracar Noir or something.
Race car.
Hey, it's gonna do it. Woo!
All right, it's already better than the Buick. It has a roof and one tire that spins. Perfect.
I like my Buick.
Oh, the Buick's great as long as you don't mind skin cancer.
As long as you don't have to drive it. I didn't look to see if it has kickdown linkage. If it doesn't have it, we'll blow up the transmission pretty soon. Temperature's not coming down.
This feels like 1140s.
Sure. For being complete trash, the drat is not bad so far.
Don't jinx it.
We're driving down the road here on Route 66, and this car was smelling like gasoline really badly, and we didn't think that the fuel gauge worked, but then when it was going down really quickly, we realized we had a problem, and it looks like the hose that is the pickup from the tank to the pump is hard as rock and got some cracks in it, and it's spraying gas everywhere. So we're just gonna fix that and hit the road. All right, handled. I also got some plug wires off the headers and added a quart of oil because, man, this thing leaks bad. This is it.
Ah.
It's hard to believe we were here 70 episodes ago. It was episode 30 with Blasphemy.
Yeah, we road tripped it cross country and we inadvertently stopped at like 5 different locations where they filmed 2-lane blacktop, and this is one of them.
That's right, Mary's Cafe in Flagstaff, by the way. So destination today is gonna be Albuquerque. It's only 320 miles.
Ah, it's child's play.
318 can hang.
Let's go.
All right, let's get out of here.
I like Flagstaff.
What do you want to do this thing? I mean, I figure obviously it needs a carburetor, it needs nitrous. We'll cut the exhaust off. I think we'll take the bumpers and hood off, save some weight.
Can we put a supercharger on it?
Not that we can get tomorrow. I'll take off the mechanical fan because that is probably killing 30 horsepower at RPM.
I like it. It sounds like a plan.
And then it'll run high 15s and it'll be victorious. We're at Twin Arrows, Arizona. I've been here since, I think the first time was 1989. You said that gas pump last serviced in 87?
Mm-hmm.
There's a cool little cafe here that unfortunately is just getting tagged more and more and more. And I'm waiting for jerks to ruin the arrows. It's already began, but we're gonna move on. Wait till you see Two Guns. It's way better than this. This is a really cool area, Two Guns. There's a lot of relics around here, from the mountain lion caves off in the distance to the Native American death cave, which is a really gruesome story about how like dozens of people got into a big fight inside the cave.
This is like the part of the movie where I leave and the spirits follow me home.
So this was the hotel overlooking the canyon over here. Look at the view. And look at these idiots. We have blurred the graffiti to not give them any credit whatsoever. This place has been here since like the 20s, and nobody has messed with it until now.
I feel good. Let's drive. It's a long way to Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Right now we're in Gallup, New Mexico, and everything was going great. Drat's humming right along the freeway at about 2,800 RPM, getting decent fuel economy, rolling here to the gas station. I don't know how many gallons we put into it, but as soon as we did, fuel eruption all over the ground at the gas station. So we pushed the car over here, and Freiberger is right here in his wheelhouse, which is the part of the show where he gets gas in his armpit, and I sit up here and be super judgy.
It's just a vent hose that was disconnected when we got the car. And I think all I have to do is plug it with a bolt and we'll be okay. All right, we got that fixed. You'll notice how it's right next to the header collector gasket, which if it blows out and has a backfire, it catches all this gasoline on fire. It's perfectly engineered.
Let's ride.
Albuquerque, we made it. So we're cruising central in Albuquerque. There's supposed to be some really cool like old signage and stuff here left over from Route 66 days. There's the Elevado. That's a major landmark here. It was gonna get torn out, but somebody restored it, and that's cool. We ordered a bunch of speed parts into town, and after we cruise Route 66 here a little bit, I think we're gonna start hopping this thing up, or at least prepping for drag strip tomorrow, assuming we actually make it to Amarillo where we rented a track.
Oh, we'll make it. This thing won't die.
Well, if this is Cadillac Ranch, we must be near Amarillo, Texas. Amarillo.
Look at that. Beautiful.
I looked this up. Cadillac Ranch has been here since 1974, and that means that those cars have been in the ground here longer than they were on the road. I know we've been here a bunch during Roadkill, but it's been 100 episodes. It's been 8 years. I don't have specifics. I think I was here with the Crusher Camaro one time, and there was a bunch of fans waiting for us here, and there was this one girl who was like really into rat rods and hot rods and like had this rockabilly look, and she was just dying to meet us and wanted to take us back to her place and show us her car collection. So that was my most distinct memory of this place. Not much has changed since then, and I think we got to get in the road. So we got stuff to do tonight, because we got a surprise for you tomorrow. Well, at the start of the show, we threw a dart at a map. And then we threw the map at this dart, cruising Route 66 pretty much as far as we could in the time allotted, till finally we end up here in Amarillo, Texas. And tomorrow we'll be at Amarillo Dragway, where we're gonna try and make this car as fast as the dart falling a quarter mile out of the sky. That means 11.40 seconds, which means a lot of nitrous oxide. So we're gonna jam tonight and throw a bunch of stuff on the car that's not gonna affect its performance, because I wanna baseline it as is and then find out how quick we can make it. It's a 318 engine, it's already got a 4-barrel, it's already got headers, it's got really bad rear end gears, 276s, so we're gonna throw a lot of spray at it, which means we're also gonna make our own fuel system as a standalone to supplement the nitrous system so that we can run race gas on that side. All the hose clamps on that thing need to be retightened because I left them loose for adjusting. Pretty good?
I think so.
Okay. All right, we got this pretty much nailed down. Nitro system, fuel system, wiring, total butchery. But we're set for tomorrow morning. We're gonna be at Amarillo Dragway at like 7 a.m. on track at 8, hopefully making some violence and not blowing the carburetor through the hood. Now's when we have a crew come in and finish this up for us while we eat dinner. Bam! Happy morning, Amarillo Dragway.
Oh, dude, you're gonna run good here. Feel the air.
So I think we're just gonna baseline this thing straight off the street, find out where we're at, and then start ruining it from there.
So I want to know how she runs as we came in.
I can handle that.
All right.
Ready?
Go.
All right, here we go. First pass baseline, straight off the street. We've changed absolutely nothing. That's gonna spin the tires a little bit.
It sounds faster than an 18.5-second car. Oh, he just went.
I'm gonna have to manually shift it.
I think he's headed to church. This is not good.
Oh yeah, it's shifting at 3,500 RPM.
Oh, okay, 18.14, not 20 seconds. That's good. That means we have to pick up about 6 3/4 seconds.
Wow, that's bad.
Notice the lack of burnout. You don't need one when you don't need traction. But he is shifting himself now. There we go, come on. Dude, you just picked up over a second. 16.851 at 84 miles an hour. You gained 6 miles an hour and a full second.
When we put this thing on social media, we heard from the guy who owned this before the guy who we bought it from, and he ran 1720s at zip tie drags with it. I just went 1685, and I'm staging right now, and I'm gonna shift higher, and I'm not gonna give it as much RPM. Here we go. There we go.
Oh, that's a better start. Much better start. I got a good feeling about this one. Go, buddy, go. There we go, 1643 at 84 miles an hour. You just picked up another 0.4 of a second. You didn't spin the tires at all. It was perfect. Oh, that was a gazelle-like launch. I say,
Let's go right to putting the slicks on, because that'll help your gear ratio.
Copy you.
he agreed. Sweet. This car does have a built-in anti-theft device. You have to raise the car up and lower the axle to actually get the wheels out because they tuck up inside the fenders like a lowrider. There we go.
Then it's self-removing. Now we've got these little tiny Mickey Thompson 24.5-inch tall by 8-inch wide slicks on this thing. So I should be able to leave it more RPM, and it should give me more effective gear ratio in order to accelerate more quickly.
All right, we just put slicks on the car. We'll see if that improves. All right, that was good. No tire spin. Will you have to shift before the finish line? We're basically back to where we were, 1647 at 84 miles an hour.
The tires didn't make a bit of difference. What we're gonna do now is start tuning the engine. We're gonna look at the timing. We have no idea where the timing is on this thing. Hopefully it's way out of whack and we can bump some timing into it and make a little bit more power and make it go faster for free. Please fire. It's 35. It'll tell us if it's moving the right direction. All right, so we set the timing at 35 degrees total. We'll go run it, and basically we're looking at the mile an hour. If it's making more horsepower, it should run a higher mile an hour.
It was going down track with 40 degrees of ignition advance. We just backed it off to 35 and, well, Jesus, it sounds a lot better. Ha, we might go faster. Car, go. He didn't give it a lot of RPM at the start. Okay, 1646 at 8490. It picked up a little bit of speed, not much. So taking the ignition timing away didn't hurt it at all. It might have helped it a little bit.
The more mile an hour says that it actually prefers the timing there.
I think it liked the timing change, and you could probably give it a little more RPM at the hit and go again.
Copy. All right, more RPM.
There we go. It just dropped nearly a tenth.
It loses all oil pressure when you decelerate in the lights, then it comes right back. The coolant temp is getting higher. All right, best pass ever. Not bad.
Dave just put another degree of timing in it. I'm gonna take the fan off right now because these definitely eat up horsepower. The rear end is making noise. Like we could be hurting the spider gears or a U-joint.
Yeah, that giant one-wheel burnout, not good for an open diff. So new goal, be faster than a turbo 2013 Dodge Dart. They were the slowest vehicle tested new in 2013. Motor Trend ran them, they went 1620. We just went 1636 at 84.9. So we gotta make 1620 NA before we can proceed with the nitrous. All right, we've got the engine cooled off just a little bit and our mechanical fan is gone. Ooh, ooh, the rear end is broken. Oh, that is not gonna happen. I think we're done until we fix that. So on that last pass, I was making the return road exit and the rear end started making noise and we were just ignoring it, which is why we started wrenching on it, removing the fan. But as soon as I pulled up to make the next pass, it like locked up the rear end and skidded the tires. It was like, it's really ugly. It's got a broken spider gear is my guess. So we're gonna jack it up, pull the cover off of it and see if we can booger weld it back together. This is one of the reasons I called this car the Drat, the 7 1/4 inch rear end, which is tiny, which as proven by this meager 318 is fragile as glass because I broke it. Aha, here's the problem. Yeah, that pin is supposed to be locked in there and unfortunately it wants to come right out. It probably is broken in two. What we're gonna do is clean this thing all out and just weld this all up solid, make a spool out of it. A Lincoln locker. Fortunately, this is gonna be a pretty easy fix. Mike is just turning the rear axle into a solid ball of weld, welding all the gears together, then welding all the gears to the case, and we'll be back on track. All right, so we fixed the rear end. Now we have two-wheel peel for the first time ever. This should be our best run yet.
He's got rocks on his tires. I don't know how well this is gonna work. Car, go. Same ET, 1673. I think we turned the bottle on. If we can't get close enough with the bottle, then we gut the car. Let's party.
Our scenario now is ungood. We just slowed down quite a bit. Even with our spool rear end and with no fan on it, I expected it to go faster and it didn't. We slowed down. We just bench raced all the things that we could be doing right now about throwing a bunch of weight off the car and making a bunch of little finite tuning changes, and we realized, you know what, none of it is gonna make a big difference, so we're going to the nitrous. So a little bit more fiddling here and we'll be back with 150 shot of nitrous oxide. All right, this is it. Nitrous is about to happen.
Theoretically, we just added 150 horsepower to this thing. It's either gonna go really well or really not well. All right, we have fuel pressure.
Ready to purge it through the motor?
Go ahead. Rev it up when you do it. Okay.
Okay, we just purged the nitrous system through the engine, so we should be all good. Now I have the tricky job of holding the nitrous button. I'm gonna hit it right off the line.
Kind of right in the path of stuff that could explode. There we go. It's fat. It's definitely fat. I can see black smoke, but it is faster. picked up a little over 2 seconds, and he either lifted or it expired right at the end. It went 14:29 at only 77 miles an hour.
When I shifted to third, my finger came off the nitrous button.
Aha, I was wondering what was going on.
We have to rig the button better. But look at that, what did it go, 14:29?
Picked up over 2 seconds.
This garbage is gonna be a 13-second car. But guess what? As of right now, it is faster than a 2013 Turbo Dart. That's a Roadkill win.
Maybe the reason we saw black smoke was because it barbecued it and wasn't firing anymore.
We just melted an electrode, a ground strap, so we gotta go pull all the plugs out now.
Let's pull the other ones.
Yeah. Okay, we're taking the hood off because I am concerned that perhaps the hood is pinching off our fuel vent line, which would then hamper fuel flow, which would create a lean condition, which would make it burn plugs, and weight loss.
Weight loss.
Okay, here we go. We've got the nitrous tuned up again. We got new plugs in it. We looked at the fuel pressure. We retarded the timing more. And we're hoping that it gets all the way down the track.
There we go. There we go. It sounds good. A little bit of black smoke, but it sounds good.
Yes!
1304!
Yes!
At 101!
Got a full pull on the nitrous. Thing is boogieing.
Dude, we just picked up like 15 miles an hour.
Yeehaw!
Look at that!
What was the number?
Dude, 13.0 at 101.
13.0!
Yes. And that's what a 150 shot. You know what that means.
That was awesome. And I only left at 1,000 RPM.
Yes.
From the 16s. It's not 1140, but it's all win.
Oh, but we're not done yet. Let's pull a plug and up the nitrous jet. Man, what a difference 4 or 5 degrees of ignition advance makes. Look at this. That's 35 degrees of advance right there on a 150 shot, melting the ground strap directly to the electrode of the spark plug. This one here, 28.5 degrees. Not melted. It is discolored all the way down to the threads, which indicates it's still got too much ignition advance in it. So we're gonna pull 3 more degrees and we're gonna up the nitrous jets because we like to party. And we're close to a 12-second pass, so why not?
All right, now this gets good. We just ran a 150 shot and we're at 13.0. Now we got a number 82 nitrous jet in this thing, which is advertised as a 210 horsepower shot. Hopefully we can get this turret into the 12s. Okay, we are ready to rock.
Oh no! That's not good.
Okay, I saw a bunch of stuff flying out of it, so I wanted to stop and see what's going on. Tons and tons of smoke. I don't know if it was nitrous or blow-by or what. It probably can't handle it at 1,000 RPM. Maybe I need to hit it a little bit out of the hole.
Yeah, I'm gonna purge the bottle real quick.
Yeah, I can hear him bleeding some nitrous pressure off.
All right, well, I don't want him to overheat, so 1150 it is. So we upped the nitrous jets, we pulled more timing. It's got a ton of blow-by. This may be the last hit on this thing. If it gets in the 12s, I'm calling this a win. That is all the blow-by. Go, girl, go! Oh, no. We picked up mile an hour. Woo. We just went 103, but we slowed down ET. That was a 1320.
Stuff broke.
There's so much blow-by. All of the smoke is on the outside of the engine. That should all be inside the engine.
It's got a weird noise underneath. Blowing water absolutely everywhere.
Oh, the rear end's broke.
Okay.
That was Maserati levels of blow by, and I give you all of the credit in the world for not lifting because it just looked like a choo-choo across the windshield.
Yep.
I got nothing for that.
Yep, rear end's broken. I think a head gasket's gone.
Just trying to make this positive. Next time on Roadkill.
And so the 100th episode of Roadkill ends the same way that the very first episode did 8 long years ago, which is to say, with abject failure. Man, we could not even hit a map with a dart dropped out of a helicopter, and in the end, we could not make our 76 dart run as fast as the car that we had dropped out of the chopper. But you know what? It was a huge win anyway. I mean, we sprayed this thing with nitrous and knocked it from high 16s to a 13.0. Now, to wrap up this 100th episode, I gotta bring up something very important to me, which is to thank the massive family of crew that has worked behind the scenes on Roadkill for 8 long years. There are so many guys and gals that suffered alongside me and Finnegan. As a matter of fact, it was probably worse for them than it was for us, and we owe them a huge debt of gratitude. And the same is true for you, the Roadkill fans that have been here for us for 100 episodes. With every win, every fail, through thick and thin, man, we have got you to thank, and we will continue to deliver as we'll see you next time on Roadkill. Pinata style. You gotta spin around 3 times and then chuck it.
Come on, don't roll.
Oh, wait.
What is that?
Oh no. Dude, this is misery.
Is this misery?
This is misery.
Tornadoes?
Do you have any idea how humid it's gonna be? Maybe you should chuck it again.
Okay. There. Where are we going?